Hey there everyone, we are currently on the topic differentiability, and in this video we will learn the derivatives of inverse trigonometric functions. You are already familiar with these kinds of functions. So suppose you have y is some function f of x defined as sine inverse x, and we are to find dy dx, the differentiation of this function. So how we are going to proceed? See, let us begin. Y is sine inverse x, so this can be written as x is your sine y. Getting? X is your sine y. So now this becomes an implicit function which has x also, y also. So if we differentiated both the sides, you get dx by dx, which is 1, and here differentiating with respect to x, you get first of all cos y, sin y ka differentiation cos y, and further y will be differentiated in terms of x, you get dy dx. Alright, so this way it's dy dx is equal to 1 upon cos y, which can further be written as cos of sine inverse x, because y is sine inverse x. Alright, so till now dy dx is equal to 1 upon cos of sine inverse x. Now make sure that cos of sine inverse x should not be equal to 0. Alright, so cos of sine inverse x is not equal to 0. So this gives you that the angle of cos should not be minus pi or plus minus pi by 2 or plus pi by 2. Cos pi by 2 is 0. Cos minus pi by 2 is also 0, and further 3 pi by 2 and all, but we will stick to the principal value branch. So you get the angle of cos, which is sine inverse x, should not be equal to minus pi by 2 or pi by 2. Further, your x should not be equal to minus 1 or plus 1, right? Because at minus 1, if you put x as minus 1, you will get minus pi by 2. Put x as 1, you get pi by 2, right? So x is not equal to minus 1 and plus 1. So x is going to belong to all the values between minus 1 and 1, but your minus 1 and 1 will not be included. So right now you are obtaining the domain of this function. X belongs to minus 1 to 1. Alright, now you know one thing, that your cos square y is 1 minus sin square y. Alright, cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1. That means cos square y is 1 minus sin square y. So if I rewrite it, cos square y is equal to 1 minus sin y whole square. Okay, so I can again rewrite it as cos square y is equal to 1 minus this y I am going to replace with sin inverse x. So this gives you sine of sin inverse x whole square. Okay, cos square y is 1 minus sin square y. Okay, so this y is replaced by sin inverse x, so you get 1 minus sin of sin inverse x whole square. Alright, now you know your domain is x belonging to minus 1 to 1, so this can easily be written as only x. Okay, cos square y is equal to 1 minus x square. Simple as that. Got it? Now what is your cos y? Simply under root of 1 minus x square. Okay, now cos y is 1 minus x square, so you can directly substitute the value here. So now you get your dy dx is equal to 1 upon cos y, which can further be written as 1 upon under root 1 minus x square. So this is your required derivative. If your function y is sine inverse x, the derivative dy dx is 1 upon under root 1 minus x square. So you will follow the similar method and find the derivative of cos inverse x. Alright. For y is equal to tan inverse x. Okay. So our function is y is equal to tan inverse x, and we are going to differentiate this. So this can be written as x is equal to tan y. Alright. Again, it is an implicit function with x and y. Okay. So you are going to differentiate both the sides with respect to x. So this will give you 1. And if you are going to differentiate with respect to x, tan y is sec square y. And further y will be differentiated dy dx. Okay. So this way you get dy dx is equal to 1 upon sec square y. You will see, first of all, tan inverse y, the differentiation of tan inverse y is sec square y. Okay, but you have to continue the chain until you get a function that is differentiable with respect to x. Means you have to bring it into the form of dy dx. Until you get dx, you are going to continue your chain. So that's why you have sec square y dy dx. So dy dx is 1 upon sec square y. Now very simple, you know the value of y. Y is your tan inverse x. 1 upon sec square tan inverse x. Alright, or you can do one more thing here. Simply add sec square y is 1 plus tan square y. Alright, so you can do this 1 plus, substitute the value of y from here. You will get 1 plus tan of tan inverse x whole square of this term. है ना? Alright. So straight you can write this as x 1 upon 1 plus this is x square. So this is the derivative of tan inverse x 1 upon 1 plus x square. In the similar manner you can derive the derivative of cot inverse x, and similar manner will be used to derive sec inverse x also, cosec inverse x also. So your work is to derive them on your own. See, you have to get familiar with the formulas. So take your time and go with the same procedure and derive them on your own. Now let me combine all the formulae for you. F of x, the function, its derivative and its domain. Alright. So if your function is sine inverse x, your differentiation is 1 upon under root 1 minus x square. You have just learned how this has been derived. The domain is x belonging to minus 1 to 1. Okay. Now for cos inverse x, it's similar to sine with a minus sign. 1 minus x square. Here your domain is again x belonging to minus 1 to 1. Alright. Now let us talk about tan inverse. Tan inverse x भी आपने just अभी पढ़ा, 1 upon 1 plus x square. Your domain is the whole real number. Similarly for cot inverse x, it's minus of what tan inverse x is, 1 plus x square. Again the domain is the real number. Sec inverse x will give you 1 upon x under root x square minus 1. Alright. Domain is minus infinity to 1. Alright. Union 1 to infinity. Means this function that is defined, or the derivative of this function is defined at all the values on real number except for the values between 1 and minus 1. Means हर जगह पे your function is defined except for this value minus 1 to 1. This portion will be extracted out. Similarly, your cosec inverse x is minus of what sec is, x under root x square minus 1. Now this is also easy to mug up. So first, the ideal method is to first derive them on your own so that you get familiar, you know, adopt them. But if you want to mug up, it's very simple. All the functions starting with c are in minus. Cos, cot, cosec all are in minus, and sin, tan, sec are in plus. That's it. Sin and cos are quite similar, just a difference of a minus sign. Tan, cot are totally similar, just a difference of minus sign. Sec and cosec are also similar, just a difference of minus sign. All the trigonometric functions, inverse trigonometric functions starting with c are in negative and others are in positive. Okay, so this is how you mug up. But then I would still recommend, go derive them on your own, give them time so that you imbibe them by heart. That's it. This is all that is required. So before watching this video, before watching any video, I would like to suggest, just go through your textbook, just go through NCERT book so that you get a fair idea about what we are going to study in this topic. Alright, and try to solve all the NCERT questions because they are the foundation, they are the building blocks. That's it for this video. In the next video, we will see how questions are solved.